Welcome to the Story Capsule, where every tale takes you on a magical adventure. Today's story is about Ben, a little boy who loves space, stars, and rocket ships. But there's one thing he forgot on his mission: being responsible. Join us as Ben discovers what it truly means to be a real astronaut, not just in space, but right at home. Ready for takeoff? Let's begin. In a bright yellow house on a quiet street lived a boy named Ben. Ben was 5 years old. He had silky hair, bright eyes, and a room full of adventure. He loved to play, especially pretend games. But most of all, Ben wanted to be an astronaut. He had planet toys, a soft rocket pillow, a mini space helmet, and even glow-in-the-dark stars on his ceiling. He also had Lego blocks, a cricket set, toy guns, a painting canvas, and a ball that bounced super high. His room looked like a planet playground. But Ben had one tiny weeny problem. He didn't like to clean up. One morning, Ben jumped out of his bed. "I'm going to the moon," he shouted. He wore his toy helmet and built a Lego spaceship. He flew his toy rocket over the planets on the floor. He painted Saturn with its beautiful rings. He played space cricket and zoomed around with his blaster. "Ben, breakfast time," called Mom. He ran to the kitchen, leaving space chaos behind. Mom peeked into his room and said, "Ben, this room looks like a space storm. Please clean up after breakfast." I will, Mom, I will," said Ben. But later, after breakfast, Ben painted some alien trees. He added wings to his rocket. He rolled the cricket balls across the hall. Planet toys were everywhere, even in the bathroom. At last, Dad said, "Ben, can you help set the table, buddy? This is lunchtime now." "But I'm working on my moon station," said Ben. "I'll help later, Dad." But while reaching for his cup, splash! His juice went flying like a comet crash. "Oops," he said, giggling. Mom and Dad didn't laugh. "Ben," said Dad kindly, "real astronauts follow steps and take care of their things. That's being responsible." Ben blinked. I guess I forgot that." The galaxy of toys. Later that day, Ben blasted off to another pretend mission, but his rocket tripped over his cricket bat. His Lego tower fell. His brush dried out with blue paint still on it. Even the planets were rolling under the bed. Mom said, "Let's tidy up before dinner." "Just 5 more minutes, Mom," he shouted, but he never came back. At the night, he felt fast asleep, and he said, "I'm too sleepy." He climbed into bed, stepped over the blocks and planets. He drifted off with his helmet by his pillow and stars twinkling on the ceiling. Then something magical happened. The talking space toys in his dreams. Ben floated in space. He looked around. He was inside his messy room, but it was like a spaceship now. Suddenly, his toys started to talk. The Lego tower beeped. "Mayday, I keep falling apart." The rocket pillow wobbled. "You tossed me on the floor again." The planet Mars rolled by and said, "I don't belong under the table." The cricket bat floated and said, "Even space needs order." The paintbrush sighed. I dried up. I wanted to help paint Neptune. But, Ben looked at all his favorite things. I didn't mean to forget you, he whispered. They all answered together. We love playing with you, Ben, but we need to be taken care of too. That's what astronauts do, said the toy helmet. They are careful and they are responsible. Ben woke up suddenly. It was still dark. He looked around at the scattered toys and rolled out planets. He sat up and smiled. I know what I have to do now. Quietly, he got out of bed. He put the planet toys back in their basket. He packed up the Lego spaceship. He wiped the painting canvas and cleaned the brush. He put the cricket set in its bag. He placed his toy helmet gently on the shelf. Then he brushed his teeth like a real space hero. And on the proud morning, Mom opened the door and gasped, Ben, you cleaned everything? Ben nodded proudly. I want to be like a real astronaut. I want to be responsible. Dad smiled. And what does that mean? Ben stood tall and said, it means I take care of my stuff, clean up and help, just like on a real space mission. Mom gave him a big hug. We're so proud of you, she said. From that day on, Ben still went on space adventures, but he always brought his toys home safely, cleaned his brushes, and put his planets back in orbit because even heroes clean up after their missions. Wasn't that an out of this world story? Just like Ben learned, even space heroes clean up after their missions and care for their crew and their toys. But it's not just astronauts. Anyone who wants to be their best self learns to take care of their things and finish what they start. That's what being responsible means. If you enjoyed Ben's spacey adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your favorite little dreamers. Until next time, keep being kind, brave, and beautifully you. The end.